I'm Tamar Haspel from Starving Off the Land, and today we're in my hoop house and we're going to talk about growing shiitake mushrooms. The best reason to grow your own shiitakes is because they're delicious. They also cost $10 a pound, and if you grow your own, they come in a lot cheaper, even after you pay for all of the equipment and the dowels and everything you need. It's also a great way to introduce kids to the magic of mushrooms. They're kind of weird organisms and they're pretty interesting. All you need to grow shiitake mushrooms are an electric drill, a rubber mallet, some dowels that are impregnated with shiitake spore, and you can get these off the internet, and of course you need a log. Let's go inoculate. Shiitakes grow on wood. They'll grow on a lot of different hardwoods, but oak is generally thought to be best, and they'll grow in sawdust and they'll grow in live logs. And if you're going to grow them in live logs, you want an oak log that was cut down 2 weeks to 6 months ago, because oak has antifungal compounds, and you want those to give those a chance to die off before you put a fungus in the log. So a log this size will take 40 or 50 dowels. You want to disperse them throughout the log. I usually do a kind of a diamond pattern. And then over on the side. Once you drill your holes, you take a dowel and you insert one dowel in each hole. You want to make sure that it's flush with the surface of the wood. Now, once you have all of the dowels in, there's one more step, and it involves hot wax. Once you get all the dowels in the log, there's one more thing you have to do. Birds and animals and other kinds of fungi will try and get into those holes, so you want to seal them with a little bit of wax. You can use any kind of wax you want. If it's pliable at room temperature, like surfboard wax, just use that. I actually melt wax. I just use these little tea lights. I take them out of their container, I take the wick off, and I put them over low heat, and they melt beautifully. So I'm going to take this melted wax and a little brush, and we're going to go out and brush our holes. All we do is take the brush, we take the wax, we brush a little bit of the wax over each dowel, and that'll seal it from any kind of invasive organism. The great thing about growing mushrooms is that once you get to this point, you've done all the work. All you have to do is put it in a moist, damp, shady spot. On Cape Cod, moist and damp isn't usually a problem. Shady, about 60% shade is good, but it's not critical. And you want to put one end of the log in the ground because it will continue to wick moisture. And you can expect your first mushrooms, if you're lucky. If you do it in the spring, you might get a few in the fall, but your first real flush will come a year from when you put the mushrooms up in a shady spot. So you have to be a little patient, but the good news is it keeps on giving. You could be getting mushrooms for 5 years or even longer. I'll be giving a mushroom workshop at Mass Audubon's Long Pasture Sanctuary in Camaquid this coming Saturday morning. And it's $18 or $16 for Mass Audubon members, and for that you get lots of instruction, you get all of the dowels, you get a log that you can take home with you. You have to bring your drill, your mallet, and your enthusiasm.